A single sheet of contract, 2 surnames joined in matrimony. I finally married Gu Jingxing as planned, bound by a 3-year term. When his moonlight suddenly returned from abroad, I threw the divorce papers before him. He smiled faintly, pinning me against the sofa. When Mo, the contract is for 3 years, not a single day less. You're still mine. I pushed him away forcefully, waving my hand dismissively as I left. Young Master Gu, but this lady no longer wishes to serve you. There was no wedding ceremony, no banquet, only a flimsy contract and 2 marriage certificates. As the pampered princess of one group, my marriage had ended up so shabby. Even relying on our family's generations-old friendship and his grandfather's dying wish hadn't been enough to make Gu Jingxing marry me willingly. Listening to the sound of running water from the bathroom, a pang of bitterness rose in my heart. These lonely nights in an empty bed, I'd had enough, especially now that Bai Lu was back. If not for her pursuit of an acting career overseas, even if the Gu family had held guns to his head, Gu Jingxing would never have chosen me. Yet I couldn't help but feel unwilling. One last try, just once. If it failed, I'd walk away gracefully, swapping my modest pajamas for a sheer silk negligee, dabbing on a touch of lipstick. I sat on the edge of the bed and tugged the hem higher. This was the only solution I could think of. Click. Gu Jingxing emerged from the bathroom. Jingxing, I called. He glanced at me coldly, then looked away in an instant. Phone in hand, he spoke softly. All right, wait for me. Hanging up, he didn't spare me another glance, methodically donning his suit. I didn't know who he was talking to, but I guessed only Bai Lu could elicit such tenderness. Tossing aside pride, I scrambled off the bed and clung to his waist from behind. Don't go. His body stiffened beneath my touch before he replied icily, let go. No, please don't leave. My fingers dug into his clothes, ignoring the tremor in my voice. He pried my hands off and slammed the door shut behind him. Rushing to the window, I watched his car speed away, tears blurring my vision. Hikai, I choked out, draft a divorce agreement for me. Hikai was a lawyer and our mutual friend. Having him handle the divorce was the simplest path. Really divorce? He asked. Was it my imagination, or did his tone hold a hint of excitement? Don't tell me you've been hoping for this? I teased. He chuckled low. What if I said yes? Shaking my head, I deflected. Spare me the jokes. Get drafting, or you won't get paid. His earnestness rattled me. I quickly changed the subject. I knew he cared for me, more than just a friend, but some lines weren't meant to be crossed. The next morning, sounds drifted upstairs while I slept. Hoping against hope it was Gu Jingxing, I flew downstairs, only to find Auntie preparing breakfast alone. No men's shoes by the door. My foolish heart sank. Good morning, madam. Shall I call master down for breakfast? No need, I managed bitterly. He didn't come back. Auntie nodded, returning to the kitchen. Gu Jingxing's absences were routine now, yet somehow, only I seemed unable to accept it. Lawyer, he is here, Auntie called. Putting down my bowl, I instructed, send him in. Handing him the documents, I focused on those damning words, divorce agreement. Signing felt like severing my last thread to him. My pen shook as I scrawled my name, tears smudging the paper. Hey, don't cry, Hikai murmured, passing tissues and patting my shoulder gently. Before I could react, a voice shattered the moment. What are you doing? Whirling around, I found Gu Jingxing standing there, face like thunder. Had he sneaked in silently? Noticing Hikai's hand still resting on my shoulder, innocent though it was, I shifted away awkwardly, unaware of the tension. Hikai beamed. Perfect timing. Sign here. Sign what? Gu Jingxing stalked over, brow furrowed. Silently, I pointed at the papers. His gaze locked onto mine. You want a divorce? His voice dropped dangerously, commanding even when calm. Taking a shaky breath, I met his eyes. Yes, we're through. A muscle ticked in his jaw, perhaps realizing I wasn't playing games. Crumpling the papers onto the table, he shoved past Hikai toward me, his grip clamped around my wrist, vice tight. Ow. Wincing, I tried to pull free. Gu Jingxing, you're hurting me. Hikai stepped forward urgently. This is between husband and wife, Gu Jingxing growled, eyes blazing at him. Until we settle this, take the damn papers back. They squared off silently. Seizing his distraction, I wrenched my hand free. Hikai, stay out of this. Turning to Gu Jingxing, I spat. We will discuss later. Now sign so I can leave. Hikai hesitated, glancing at me. I shook my head minutely. Go. I'll handle him. With a warning glare at Gu Jingxing, don't hurt her. He followed Auntie out. Alone with him now, Gu Jingxing lounged on the couch, utterly composed, as if moments ago hadn't happened. Desperate enough to run straight into another man's arms, he drawled, scanning me mockingly. Dream on. The He family wouldn't touch a twice-divorced woman. Deep breath. Suppressing fury, I countered flatly. Regret marrying me instead of her? Is that it? Leaning closer, malice glinting in his eyes. Be honest, didn't you beg to trap me into this marriage? Now you want out before the contract ends? Think you can play goddess with my life? This close, his proximity felt violating. Mustering strength born of despair, I shoved him hard. He stumbled backward, cracking his head against the coffee table leg. Good. Glaring down at him, voice ice cold. Get off me. Marriage isn't slavery. My own words shocked me. When had I learned to speak to him like this? Numbness replaced passion now. Shouldn't you be celebrating? Free at last. He leaned in until our breaths mingled. Voice rough. You manipulated your way into this marriage. Now you want to flee mid-contract? After using me, the hypocrisy choked me. Manipulated? I laughed sharply, tears pricking again. I loved you. Fool that I was. Each word tasted like ash. Love disappeared when? Met someone new already. His dark pupils reflected my hollow face perfectly. Dropping my gaze, self-disgust flooded in. See, you fell for a bastard. Sudden clarity gave wings to my anger. Shoving him off violently, he hit the table again with a curse. I bolted for the door, refusing to let him see me break. His ragged shout followed. He'd limped after me, must have hit his leg too. Driving aimlessly through the city streets, nowhere to go. Parents, friends, couldn't bear their questions yet. Only option, a hotel. Reserve your best suite, I told reception numbly. Irony struck. Most luxury hotels here belong to Gu Jingxing. Avoidance impossible. Just then, when M.O. turning, dread solidified seeing Bai Lu saunter over. The clerk simpered. Madam instructed us. Oh, perfect. To strangers, she was madam. After years together, they didn't even know I existed. Bai Lu's smile dripped venom. Upgrade Ms. 1 to the presidential suite, she purred. Naturally, this hotel transfers to me soon. Her gaze held triumphant challenge. Keeping my composure miraculously, I took the keycard. Generous of you, Ms. Bai, I replied sweetly, though technically marital assets require my consent for transfer. Flashing a parting smirk. Half belongs to me, remember? But frankly, money's no object for this lady. My half share? Consider it a gift, plus an extra bonus. An aging gentleman. Two can play at this game. The front desk clerk's eyes widened like saucers, darting between me and Bai Luo, whose face had turned stormy. Her tiny brain was probably churning out tabloid headlines already. Top actress catches husband cheating. Live PDA showdown with wife. This scandal would explode online, though whether she'd dare leak it remained to be seen. Frankly, I didn't care. The fallout wouldn't touch me. After showering, I stared ruefully at my single outfit. Stupid. Could packing extra clothes really kill you? Just as I flopped onto the bed, knocking echoed through the door. No room service ordered. Go away. Silence followed. When I almost drifted off again, another rasp against the wood. Opening the door revealed that gravelly, hauntingly familiar voice. Gu Jingxing. My imagination was apparently working overtime. Or am I losing it? When M.O. opened up, his second call shattered the illusion. Damn it. Real. What brings him here? Panicked. I'm asleep. Lame excuse even ghosts wouldn't buy. The lock clicked open instantly. Standing face to face, his predatory gaze swept past me into the room. You're trespassing. Get out or I'm calling security. Backpedaling 2 steps. Still felt that jaw-crushing grip burning in memory. This hotel's mine. You're my wife. Trespass. He advanced slowly, radiating menace. Cornered against the window, nowhere to flee. We're divorced. Arching a brow. Says who? Did I sign? Teeth grinding. Resisted the urge to slap him. He'd likely strangle me. Here to defend your little fairy's honor? Only. Reason he'd track me down. Little fairy. How protective. Mustn't even say her name wrong. Spit it out or scram. Flaunting romance in my face? Pathetic. Muttered under breath. His tone suddenly softened. Mother's ill. Wants you. Surprised concern flickered despite myself. Mama Gu had always adored me, treating me like family, unlike her son. Shortly after you left, she showed up. Heard you'd gone. Hypertension flared up. Blaming me now? Predictably. Your fault. Own it. Exasperated. Your mother, not mine. He pressed harder. She demands to see you. Righteous fury bubbled up. Fine. Let's tally filial piety points then. Who visited more these past 2 years? Me. Every festival. Every birthday. While you graced us with what? 10 visits total. Even the golden retriever bites you when you show up. My voice rose. Who deserves lectures here? Silence hung thick. Ultimate trump card played. Tomorrow. I snapped, waving him off. Fine. I'll escort you tomorrow. Door slammed behind him before I could hurl another insult. Next morning, sneakers hour. Threw on clothes. Skipped breakfast. Priority. Escape. Hotel exit dash. Direct collision with Gu Jingxing parking his car. Seriously? Spinning to bolt. Jingxing. Perfect timing for Bai Luo's Luo's dramatic entrance. She materialized beside him, clutching his arm possessively, forced smile tight, leaving, his gaze locked on me, ignoring her. Returning to my room, I lied through teeth. White Lotus chimed in sweetly, "Why rush?" Gu Jingxing finally addressed her. "Is it serious? Should we visit mother together?" Bai Luo's act faltered slightly, nervous withdrawal of her hand from his arm, unexpected twist. He dismissed her concern. "You stay." Turned decisively toward me. "Get in the car." Command, not request. "Have my own wheels," I protested. Wordlessly, he seized my wrist, yanked me into the back seat like luggage, locking the doors before I could escape. Trapped beside them, their silent tension thick enough to cut glass. Car ride featured by Luo's subtle flirting attempts while Gu Jingxing drove stone-faced. Felt physically ill from the forced proximity. Hospital arrival. Dashed straight to Mama Gu's private room. Her weathered face broke into genuine warmth seeing me. "Perfectly. Fine. Made you come all this way. Old bones aren't sturdy anymore." Patted my hand meaningfully, glancing past me with sudden frostiness. Mother and son, truly kindred spirits. Bai Luo swept in bearing fruit baskets. Brought treats. Auntie. My snort earned twin glares. Unnecessary. Leave. Eyebrow raised sharply, not one sickly about her. Loud cough erupted as she roared. Out. Bai Luo flinched but retreated reluctantly, shooting venomous looks my way. Alone with Mama Gu, her voice dropped conspiratorially. "Honestly? Faked it. That idiot begged me to lure you back." Stunned silence. She sighed heavily. Thought he wanted reconciliation now? Don't know what game he's playing, dragging his own mother into it. Before I could digest this bombshell, footsteps approached. Gu Jingxing appeared in the doorway, delivered her. "Work emergency leaving." Didn't spare me a glance, grumbling internally. "Great, now I'll pay taxi fare home." Mama Gu grabbed my wrist urgently. "When Mo truth is, he hasn't stopped watching you since you left yesterday." My head snapped up. Her expression turned shrewd. "Tried everything short of kidnapping just to get you here." "Why?" The pieces clicked horrifyingly slow. Cold dread settled in my stomach. Just as I stepped out of the door, I saw Gu Jingxing sitting on a chair in the long corridor. "You had mom fake being sick. What does that mean?" Walking over, I confronted him sharply. He looked up at me but said nothing. Impatient, I yelled, "Say something. Quiet down," he reminded me softly. Only then did I realize we were in a hospital. Nurses were already glancing our way. "Where's Bai Luo?" I demanded next. "Gone," he replied curtly. My eyebrow arched. He'd let her leave alone? Do you really like Heli now? Our questions clashed simultaneously. His seemed nonsensical. "You answer first. Why have your mother staged this illness to lure me here?" "I don't want you marrying He Kai," he admitted abruptly. My brain buzzed with confusion. "Mr. Gu, worry less about my affairs. Did you sign the divorce papers?" I pressed coldly. Must it come to this? His voice wavered, almost pleading. Was he joking? Did he plan to keep a proper wife while taking Bai Luo as a concubine? For such a fickle man, distance was best. If I say I never cared for Bai Luo, would you believe me? His gaze held mine steadily. I scoffed. "Guess what? On my birthday, you abandoned me for her. You called her my lady in public, gifted her the hotel, defended her touches, even slurred Luo drunk. Gu Jingxing, do you truly think me foolish?" I couldn't bear recounting 2 years of enduring his affection for another woman. Every reopened wound still throbbed. Turning away, I walked off. He grabbed me from behind. Mirroring the night I'd clung to him begging him to stay. "Don't go." His grip tightened. "Let go." Just then, Anan called urgently, "Young madam, master's drunk. I can't stop him. He's coming after you by car." Before I could hang up, Gu Jingxing's roar boomed through the phone. "Get out of my way." Rubbing my temples, I wondered darkly, has this man been body swapped? Yet worry one. I drove toward him. When Anan escorted me inside, my eyes locked onto Bai Luo leaning against Gu Jingxing. Anan fidgeted nervously. "Master keeps calling him Mo." My laugh was brittle. "Anan, listen carefully next time. Was it Luo or Mo?" With that, I turned to leave. Their image seared itself into my mind. Stupid, stubborn when Mo. Behind me, a shriek erupted. Spinning around, I saw Bai Luo sprawled on the floor, her short skirt nearly exposing her entirely after crashing into a table. Gu Jingxing staggered forward unsteadily. "Master." Anan rushed to support him but yelped. Gu Jingxing's iron grip clamped onto his wrist. "Young madam, he insists it's you he's calling. Please help." My arms breaking. Indeed, Gu Jingxing's strength was legendary. Bai Luo scrambled up, reaching for him, only for him to recoil violently. "Jingxing." She stared bewildered. Even I gaped. As I moved to pry his fingers loose, he wrenched away. "Get lost." Fury surged. Could I punch him now? My hand acted faster than thoughts. I slapped his wrist hard. Dazed, he blinked at me. Mo? No, she ran away. "Who are you?" He glared drunkenly. "Gu Jingxing," I shouted. shouted back. He froze, studying my face intently. "Mo, it's you." "Yes." Before I finished, he crushed me against his chest like a wall. Struggling, I pushed harder. He only held tighter. Bai Luo stood frozen, eyes hollow. "Anan, take him off me." But Anan hesitated. "Young madam, I should drive Miss Bai home first. Would you handle master?" With that, he dragged the dazed Bai Luo away. "Damn it, release me." Using his momentary slackening, I shoved him onto the sofa. He slumped, muttering apologies. "Will you just not divorce? Please." His plea sounded so vulnerable. "Give me one reason not to." Looking up, eyes glassy, he whispered, "I love you." Could drunken words ever feel real? Especially now? "You know I loved you too," I said flatly, "but not as your plaything." He scrambled onto his knees on the bed, eyes pleading like a stray dog. "I'm sorry." Staring deep, I almost believed him, until he retched suddenly. Vomit sprayed near my shoes. Teeth clenched. "Jiyu Jingxing." "Ha." He blinked vaguely, taking deep breaths to suppress murderous urges. "Go clean yourself up, now." Pointing fiercely toward the bathroom, he stumbled off obediently, and replaced these shoes. I slammed the door behind me, pausing outside. Foolish heart, did those drunken whispers almost convince you? Calling Auntie to tend him, I returned to the hotel, and spent the night sleepless. Next morning, a phone call jolted me awake. "Mom, an investment opportunity for a TV drama required inspecting locations/scripts." Though our family was exiting entertainment, promising projects still drew Mother's eye. Dressed hastily, I visited the sprawling set. The director greeted me warmly, until interrupted by a familiar voice. "Bai Luo." We locked stairs. The director introduced her as lead actress. "Small world." Politely bowing. "Director, when corporation withdraws funding." He blinked confused. Bai Luo's face turned thunderous. "Reason?" I stated plainly. "Personal conflict. My money won't fund her career, but this role means everything to me." Bai Luo argued. The director suggested alternatives weakly. Fuming, she threatened, "Someone else will fund this." Knowing exactly who Gu Jingxing. "Fine." I shrugged. "Good luck securing bigger investors." Not interested in playing their games anymore. Reporting failure to Mom braced for scolding. Instead, she laughed. "Good riddance. That girl's unfitting." Later, headlines confirmed my fears. Lifelong journey cast by Luo, backed by Gu Jingxing. Those drunken promises? Just liquor talk. Calling him now felt inevitable. His low voice answered, "Hello." Silence stretched before steeling myself. "Sign the divorce papers." "All right," he agreed instantly. Driving to his place, oppressive silence filled the room. Sitting opposite him at the table, divorce documents lay between us. He picked up the pen, hesitated, signed decisively. A vice clamped around my chest. Standing quickly, I grabbed the papers and left without looking back. He didn't move, didn't speak. My parents took the news quietly, only urging, "Next time, choose someone who loves you." I'm still helping my parents run one enterprises, which means I'm forever trapped on the charity ball circuit, making small talk with people I barely know. Time after time I scan the room for Gu Jingxing, but he's never there. The tabloids say Bai Luo has gone abroad again. This time, surely, he followed her. I'm standing in a corner, champagne glass in hand, rehearsing the next polite smile, when a familiar silhouette darkens the doorway. Gu Jingxing, black suit, blacker aura, steps inside flanked by two bodyguards, spine straight, chin high, every head swivels. Mine, traitorously, is no exception. My pulse stutters the way it always has at the sight of his face. I take 2 quiet steps backward, hoping the shadows swallow me. He works the room with perfect courtesy, and I decide the dessert table is safer than my own heart. I inch toward the cake, only to hear the unmistakable splat of frosting on silk. My heel has assassinated a perfectly innocent slice. When of course, my cake has died a noble death on my shoe. I whirl around. Gu Jingxing is right there. Of course he is. Nothing good ever happens when he appears. "Mr. Gu, may I help you?" He doesn't answer. He simply walks past me. Rude. Then he's back, crouching at my feet. Gasps ripple outward like rings on a pond. I tug at my skirt, mortified. Gu Jingxing is wiping my shoe with a napkin. I try to yank my foot away. Whispers combust around us. "He's doing this on purpose." "What are you doing?" I hiss. He doesn't stop until the leather gleams. Only then does he straighten. "I'm taking you back," he says, low but loud enough for the eavesdroppers to start fanning themselves. I glare, spin on my heel, and march out of the ballroom. He follows. Gu Jingxing Jingxing, we're divorced. Has your busy schedule erased that detail? I haven't forgotten. Then what is this? I told you, I'm taking you back. Seek therapy, preferably far away from me. I stalk off in my stilettos, but the universe hates me. The floor undulates, my ankle buckles, and I pitch backward. I brace for impact that never arrives. When I open my eyes, Gu Jingxing's face fills my vision. When Mo, he says, voice suddenly raw, Bai Luo and I were never together. I married you because I wanted to. I was good to her because her brother saved my life. The hotel? It was a gift to him. Your birthday, the one I missed. I really was on a business trip. When I came home to make it up to you, you were furious. You know how stupid I was. I didn't know how to apologize. I stayed cold because before the wedding, you said the man you wanted wasn't me. I was afraid you'd regret marrying me. My brain reboots 10 times in as many seconds. First, help me up. This half-fallen pose is murder on my abs. He does. I drag him to an alcove. Explain. What do you mean I said I didn't want to marry you? The night before the wedding, your parents, your grandfather, everyone, was pushing me to hurry up. I went to your house. Your mother said you were at the night banquet. When I reached the private room, I heard you say, I don't want to marry Gu Jingxing anymore. I want to marry Xiyan. Memory slams into me. That was the night I toasted my upcoming wedding with my girlfriends. Someone had jokingly asked, if you had to choose between Gu Jingxing and the novel hero Xiyan, who would you pick? And Xiyan is literally a fictional character. You iced me out for 2 years because of a book boyfriend? For the first time ever, Gu Jingxing looks completely flabbergasted. You're serious? Want me to lend you the paperback? It's on my shelf. His face cycles through disbelief, fury, and something close to embarrassment. So I tortured both of us for 2 years over a man who doesn't exist? No wonder my investigators couldn't find him. Damn it. I bite back a laugh. Can't really blame me. Your turn? Explain Bai Luo. He nods. You know the Gu family's rise wasn't exactly clean. By my father's generation we'd begun to distance ourselves, but sometimes the past catches up. When I was 20 studying overseas, some of my father's enemies trapped me in an abandoned building. Bai Luo's older brother was a local cop. He got me out, took a bullet meant for me, nearly died. I never knew. He'd never told me. So your kindness to Bai Luo was gratitude to her brother? He nods again. Her brother originally wanted me to marry her, but when he realized I loved someone else, he never pressed. He only asked that I look after her. And you never explained. Just let me stew for 2.5 years? If you'd said something, I would have believed you. I thought you didn't love me. I thought you didn't love me. I tried to make you jealous. When the divorce papers arrived, I knew I'd lost. His eyes are glassy. Mo, I'm sorry. My heart feels too big for my ribs. Relief, joy, and leftover hurt all at once. Fine. One chance. Make it up to me. Surprise brightens his face like sunrise. He slides an arm around my waist, dips me slightly, and kisses me, soft, certain, promising. When Mo, let's remarry. I push him back. I said a chance, not a ring. You may court me. His lips curve. So Miss Wen intends to marry someone else? Xiyan, perhaps? I roll my eyes. Come on, I'm hungry. You murdered my cake. Replace it. He takes my hand. With pleasure. Back in the ballroom, every gaze finds us again. We don't care. I claim a slice of chocolate. He fetches water, and we sit side by side. Already talking about the wedding we'll plan. Again, we remarried. I finally bagged the handsome devil. Half a year later, I'm pregnant. Our son is born with his father's stubborn chin and my nose. He can't talk yet, but when Gu Jingxing leans over the crib, the baby flaps tiny fists, begging to be lifted. I'm laughing at the two of them when, smack, Gu Jingxing turns to me wounded. Wife, your son just slapped me. I scoop the baby up. Gu Jingxing drapes an arm around us both. And so we are quietly, utterly home.